As flickered flame makes shadows bend, and smoke meets moonlight, cold and blue, when blackest night hails twilight's end, then darkness comes to beckon you. As hunger turns the flesh to fire, and breathing falters, reason halts, then creep the claws of dark desire to rip and split you at your faults.
I'm gonna lock in. Okay.
Please know I turned the audio on right as you went, I'm gonna lock in, but our BRB screen was still up.
Incredible. As it should be.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Well, welcome back. In the last section, we met our alchemist, our expert, Odessa, the creator of artificial lazurite. We got to know our crew a little bit better. We learned about Captain Kai, how she became a ghoul, and how she came to know Odessa and learn how her goals of sating ghoulish hunger align with Count Emmerich's goals of creating enough artificial lazurite to take back Virlik. So, it has been a couple weeks now into our voyage. We are in the deepest part of the inner sea where you cannot see land anywhere that you go. We find our party practicing on the bridge to keep themselves sharp, to keep themselves occupied on this long trek, because one can only read books and play cards for so long before you need to get up and move.
I think, time has passed since the first day that we arrived, and there were some harsh words that were had between Cinza and Morrow for their own reasons. Probably harsher on Cinza's side than Morrow's, because Morrow, I don't think, intended them that way. And, time will allow people to cool down, and Cinza will go seek Morrow out to have a quick chat. Where does she find her?
Honestly, Morrow's kind of a cocky bitch. I think she's made sure, just because, she knows what's going on. Since is young, Morrow's lived almost 10 times as long as Cinza has at this point. She's nothing she hasn't seen before. But she also was really annoyed by what Cinza said, so she's made sure she is within 15 feet of Cinza at all points in time. Doesn't say anything, doesn't interact, just constantly present. Her nose in a book or just doing her own thing, but...
Morrow, do you have a minute?
Hello, Cinza, dear. Of course.
Listen, we started off this leg of the journey on less than ideal.
Less than friendly terms, yes.
Sure, yeah. And given that we're going to be traveling together for a while, I wanted to extend the proverbial olive branch, if you'll hear me out.
Of course.
From a clutched hand, she produces what looks like a small carved, I'm gonna say it is a small carved, butterfly, like a little stone or like a little wooden butterfly that's been stained black with carefully lacquered to create some bright spots on its wings, but it's broken cleanly, split in half. And she extends it in pinched fingers, like expecting Morrow to hold her palm out for it. And if she does, she'll deposit it in her hand.
This is
Um,
very pretty, dear. What is it?
It is. Consider it a. Consider it an agreement. You said that you would. If push came to shove, you'd choose yourself first. And I don't blame anybody for wanting to put their own safety above a couple pieces of gold or whatever. But with this agreement will. It says that I would choose you too. If you would also choose me.
You can see that this is not at all the direction Morrow expected this to go. She, for once in her life, she's a little speechless.
I if Sinza notices, I think she chooses not to show it because that's not the point of this. She kind of smiles. It's a genuine smile. I just don't think that this team is going to work. And we're not going to accomplish our goal if we can't trust one another to look out for each other. And so, this will allow us to be a little closer when it comes to helping each other out, if possible. And I think you'll find that I am easier to aid, and it will be easier for me to aid you as time goes on. And mechanically, for your benefit, what this means is that any spells you have that you could potentially cast on me with a range of touch, you can now cast on me within a range of 30 feet. Given that you are a healer, I suspect that will make casting, you will not have to expend, I think, the extra actions to cast the heal spell on me if you are choosing to do so. So you could, as long as we're within 30 feet of each other, you could cast heal for one action on me. And by that same token, Sinza can cast touch spells that she has the scrolls for on you. So that is her way of saying, here, we'll help each other. I'm sorry.
May I extend an olive branch of my own?
It's not required, but if you want to.
I fear you may have misunderstood why I was telling you to think. Because several hundred years ago, I didn't. I blindly followed. And somewhere, there is a corpse with enough healing magic pushed into it that the ground will not rot. They paid the price for my mistake. I don't want you to pay the price for Emmerich.
I'm very sorry that that's something you had to experience. I do have to make my own mistakes, though.
You do.
But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try to listen. And she extends a hand.
I'll never tell you to do something, but I will strongly suggest at points. Can you live with that?
She kind of laughs wryly. We'll cross those bridges when we get to them, huh? And then hand out to shake.
Absolutely. Morrow's making human connection again. Look at my baby.
And Sinza makes no promises to not fly off the handle when she thinks someone's telling her what to do, but she's gonna try.
Effort is all we ask.
We'll see how it happens when we get there, but yes.
Fantastic. So top side, Thistle and Wick, how are you spending your day, this day we have agreed to exercise, such as it is?
Way less emotionally. I've got my I have my little incense lit next to log, and I'm reading out loud that spell thing that I found in the cave so I can learn it as a ritual spell formally.
Sure, yeah.
And Wick has been trying to learn some new card tricks and is continuously interrupting Thistle's studies.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm like dodging cards.
Right. Hold on one second, though. Watch this. And he pulls out and he whips a card and it sticks right into one of the masks. Ta-da! You're not even looking. Look, ta-da! That's your card, right?
And then I look up. Yeah, sure. Anyway,
and there's a crowd of a few of the zombies going. Wick, something that I think you are the first one to notice this about the ship. There is magic interwoven all through this vessel. Whenever you guys need something, eventually a zombie will be there. Like, one day you were looking around for paper.
Nice.
So you needed to write something down. You couldn't find it. You gave up. And then like 3 hours later, this zombie comes with a stack of paper. So something that they have learned that Wick needs is an audience. So at this point, Wick, it is rare for you to be without at least 2 or 3 zombies. And every time you say ta-da or huzzah or there it is.
And for this next one, I need a volunteer. Anybody? Perfect. Beautiful.
Wonderful. So, as Cinza and Moro make their way up to the top deck after having their conversation, you all hear the alarm bell from the crow's nest as a zombie up there has spotted something, and Captain Kai calls out to you, "Look alive! Got something incoming." And you hear the flapping of wings and angry cries, and the ship is under attack. So we are now going into encounter mode, so we are slowing down time to 1 round at a time. We have all rolled our initiative as we are being taken unawares. There's no surprise rounds in Pathfinder. However, you don't get to add any special stuff to it or roll a special skill. It's just straight up perception.
Hey,
So,
DM.
yes.
For all the audience at home, and for those that may be curious, how long is like a round considered to be? Because I know, like in D&D, it's like 8 seconds or 6 seconds, right?
6 in D&D.
Yes. And that is about the same. So rather than in 5e, we have a standard action, a bonus action, and a move action to play with on our turn. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, we have 3 actions. And all of the different stuff we can do takes either 1, 2, or 3 actions. So the breakdown is not necessarily the same, but Pathfinder characters tend to be faster than D&D characters because they can move up to 3 times on a round instead of 2, which D&D characters can. Spells can take anywhere from 1 to 3 actions, and you can cast as many spells as you want in a turn. They are not limited to 1 spell and 1 cantrip. But yeah, a round is about 6 seconds. You can get 1 strike at your full modifier. Any subsequent strike you do, and this does include spell attacks, is going to be done at a penalty. So it is in your best interests to do multiple things on your turn and save multiple strikes for when you've got an enemy dead to rights, and that negative to your roll matters less. So with that being said, and talking is free. But there are certain things that require talking that you will have to spend an action to do, but those are largely circumstantial.
What about crying? I feel like I'm gonna need to know that.
I mean, in my games, crying just comes with the territory.
That's so cold.
All right. So,
Yeah, so
when
was
we
Eat
are-
Up, and you're very proud of yourself for that. It was good. I do gotta give you that one.
It's my turn to eat up now.
That's true.
Let's go.
So, there are creatures attacking every part of the ship. So, Kai, Mariana, Kenaway, and the fourth ghoul, whose name escapes me, they are on different parts of the ship, and they are defending it. So are Odessa and Amarnis. So they're each having their own little battles going on. So you guys are just focused on the creatures that are attacking your area of the ship. So, Wick, you are going first. Your lightning fast reflexes as a rogue are being put to great use. So, these creatures, the three creatures that are attacking you, you recognize there are three of them. They are about 60 feet away, and you have your three actions. Everybody also has their reaction. I will say some GMs do not give you your reaction until it is your turn. I am a GM that will allow you to have your reaction as soon as we roll initiative. But you are, you may decide what you'd like to do. Now, they are quite far away, so you guys may decide as a group or as individuals to take this round to prepare to be attacked rather than attack, but truly it is your choice what you'd like to do.
I know my turn probably isn't for a minute, but remind me how heightened works. Do I have to prep that the turn before or before combat starts?
Before combat starts. So you actually have a couple third level spells that are heightened already, heightened from their first level, but cantrips automatically heighten. So if you have a spell that is heightened +1, that means that every spell level you achieve, you will your cantrip will automatically heighten. So for things like Divine Lash or Vitality Whip, things like that, or Divine Lance or Vitality Lash, those should already be auto-calculated in Path Builder. Again, thank you, Red Razors, for building Path Builder. You are my hero.
Cool.
I'm struggling to see where how the range of my weapons.
Yes. So you have magical playing cards, which you can utilize as either darts or as daggers. So if you are going to go into dart mode, your let me see here. Okay, here we go. So your range is 20 feet with a dart. So if you click on options and it opens up, that's where range will be displayed. So because they are 60 feet away, that means they are 2 range increments away. So for each range increment outside of that 20, you have to take a -2 to the throw. So you can throw it at 60 feet. It's just whatever your highest bonus is, which is a +15, is going to have 4 knocked off of that as a penalty for it being so far away. You are less accurate the further out they are. So, which is another reason why it may be better to prepare for an attack rather than to attack.
And then what is the range on my sling? I'm asking because I actually, when I open up options, I can't see range.
Now
Yeah,
the
not seeing range
slings,
on
the halfling sling staff, this is a formidable ranged weapon. It has a range of 80 feet.
Oh, lovely.
So you are well within range. So if you would like to take an action to switch weapons from your cards to the sling staff, you could absolutely brain them with no penalty, and that would be at a +14 to hit.
Absolutely. Yes, I am going to equip my halfling sling staff.
Fabulous.
That's one action, correct?
Yeah, that's one action.
Okay. And I am going to roll to hit What is the name of the creatures we're fighting? Do we know? I guess we don't know, hey?
So this is a fun little piece of Pathfinder. So there are mechanics for you to identify creatures and to learn more about them. But unless you actually do that, I have to actually be quite tight-lipped. If you have encountered a creature before in a campaign, I'm able to confirm or deny whether it is that thing. But for now, all I can tell you is these are winged humanoid creatures with talon-like feet. They have black crow-like wings, but unlike a tengu, whose entire body is very crow-like, they are a combination of feather and flesh.
Could I do maybe a nature check or something to
Great question.
know more, or is that worth it?
Yeah, so it absolutely could be, yeah. And this is information that you can share with your group too. So each enemy has a different categorization, and based on what their category is the skill associated with knowing more about them. So for this particular creature, there are actually many different skills that you can roll, and nature is one of them. So you may go ahead and give me a nature check. That will be one action. So you are studying this creature to see if you can determine what it is.
I have a 20.
Fantastic. That is enough to identify this creature as a harpy. Harpies are amalgamations of human and bird, resembling feral humans with wings, talons, and sharp teeth. They have control of the wind, and they lure prey to pull in their next meal. They enjoy causing confusion and fear in their prey before they strike. Now, you may ask me one question about the nature of these guys. So you can ask me things like, are they immune to something? Do they have a weakness to something? What is their weakest save? How are they most likely to attack? Something like that.
I'm definitely going to ask do they have a weakness to something, for sure.
Wonderful. So as beasts, technically these are humanoid beasts. So they're of the material world, or the universe, as we like to call it, the material plane, the universe. As such, they do not have any natural or supernatural weaknesses. So they are very similar to most humanoids, unless they are somehow touched by an otherworldly strain.
Touched by an angel, if you will.
You can get touched pretty much anywhere by an angel in this game.
Incredible.
Is this look considering some consequences?
He's been around the block.
I am going to go ahead and load up my sling with a rock, and we'll roll for hit.
Sounds good. So we will consider your sling already loaded when you throw it. Remember, reloading, I believe it's reload 1, the sling staff. So this one you get for free. The next one, you'll have to spend an action to put another stone in there.
Okay. And I'm assuming that I'm being attacked, so I'm not sneaky at this point. Okay.
Correct. Not yet.
So I rolled terribly, but I got a 17.
Okay. So I will say we can now introduce the mechanic of the hero point, because you guys have been doing so great. I haven't had to prompt you until now. But hero points are something that we all have, all the players. NPCs don't get them. Your minions do, but they don't. So a hero point will allow you to re-roll a failed check. You may hold up to 3, and you can turn in all your hero points to remove the dying condition. You start with 1, and you earn more through good RP, good strategy, working together, or just time at the table.
I am going to cash in a hero point. Yeah, for sure. I have the exact same roll. 17.
Well, then it was fate. It was fate. So you identify, you call out these creatures as harpies and tell everybody, hey, swing away. And unfortunately, it is able to balletically swoop and the stone goes plunk into the ocean, to the depths of the ocean below, perhaps to become a part of some mermaid cult in future times. But for the time being, that is Wick's turn. So we move on to Cinza.
Mhm. I think that trying to shift my thing here. There we go. It's pivoting on a strange angle when I try to shift. Let's see. I think that if I get here, nope, not quite 30 feet. Is readying an action to take place on a trigger? Is that a thing?
Absolutely, it is. Yes. So ready is 2 actions, and it will allow you to prepare for to use your reaction to do a 1-action thing. So
Okay.
you can tell me, hey, as soon as something gets in range of me, or an enemy, not something, just in case one of your friends bunks into you.
Yeah, totally.
I will swipe out to hit it. You can absolutely do that, and that would give you 1 action left in this round.
Too good.
Awesome. Then there's one additional thing I will check before I tell you exactly what is happening. Is there a... Okay. Yeah, then I will use ready to the 2-action ready thing, and I will at the top of the combat, since we saw flying enemies, is it all right if I had readied my star knife as opposed to my Felisa?
Sure.
Wonderful. Then once if I have to declare which harpy, it'll be the one that I am facing out towards. I actually don't know my ship directions.
I think it's starboard is right?
Yes,
think
starboard
so.
is right, port is left.
Yes. So it will be the starboard side harpy. Once it gets within 20 feet of me, I will throw my returning star knife at it.
Dig it.
And that would be
Okay.
my 3 actions. And in fact, I can even move up slightly. No, I can't move because that's a move action. Ignore me. I'm good.
No problem. Alrighty, next is Moro.
Are either of these things within 60 feet of me?
They both are.
Which one is, so if you're taking the starboard side, Nikki, I'll take port. Divine Lance.
Lovely. Okay, so Divine Lance is an attack roll. So you'll roll your spell attack, which is a +12.
What's 16 plus 12? 28.
28. That is
Nice.
a hit. So we're attacking the green one. Boom. So you'll go ahead and roll me 4d4, and this will be spirit damage. Spirit damage works against pretty much everything.
I actually own 44 now.
We love to see
That
it.
is 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 4 is 13.
13. Sounds good. Okay. So that is 2 actions.
That is 2 actions.
You may use your third action to raise your buckler, or you may do something else.
I think I am gonna buckler up.
Perfect. So that will give you a +1 circumstance bonus to your AC as you pull up into place. Lovely. Next is going to be Thistle. Ooh,
Honey baby, you're muted.
You're on mute.
Sorry. I'm going to use spell delivery with log. I'm going to give heroism. to Log, and he's gonna go over.
Mm-hmm.
And why am I forgetting our rogue's name right now?
Wick?
Wick! There we go. Okay. I'm gonna give Wick heroism with Log. So you've got Log with you. Log is on your side. After that, that only then requires me. That's one of my actions, right?
So for spell delivery, let me just double check here.
I think I'm
Spell
reading it
delivery.
correctly.
So if your familiar is in your space, you can cast a spell with a range of touch. So you're actually casting heroism. So that's 2 actions. Transfer its power to your familiar, and then command the familiar to deliver the spell. So that is the 3rd action. So you cast heroism onto Log. You say, Log, go over to Wick. And then Log, on their 2 actions, will waddle over to Wick with action 1, and action 2 will do a little snoot boop. Log. to Wick, and Wick, you feel the infusion of the occult spell heroism. I like to think that it feels differently when if Mora were to cast heroism, because her power is divine, whereas Thistle's power is occult. So you feel the tendrils of magic snaking around you. It's not altogether unpleasant, but certainly will give one a little shiver. And your heroism is unlocked. You feel bold. You feel competent in a way that you feel when you are on stage with an adoring crowd cheering for you. So you have +1 status bonus to your attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks.
Log is your number 1 fan right now.
Minutes. Yeah, Log goes, ha, 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 ha. Log can't quite talk yet. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
I need a spell for that.
Oh,
he's learning.
So now it is the Harpies' turn.
Oh boy.
So, we are going to have the Harpy. Let's start with the one who was hit. So, we are going to have the Harpy with their first action. They will move up to adjacent to Morrow, but near the railing of the ship here. So near the railing of the ship, not right next to Morrow. Yeah, so like a direct line across, about 20 feet away. So not actually on the ship, but on the other side of the railing, about 20 feet away from Morrow, on the other side of the railing. Yeah, let's get a little bit of clearance. Oh, that's 20 feet away. Perfect. Okay, great. So we're right on the edge. This is exactly where we want to be. All right, Morrow. So, you see this Harpy with anger and menace in its eyes swoop up to you, and with its crow-like wings starts pulling the air, pulling you towards itself. And go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Am I good at that?
See?
30.
Lovely. Okay. So, what this Harpy is attempting to do is pull you onto the ledge with the intention of pulling you off the ship entirely. But with a 30, Morrow, you are able to hold strong against this wind, and you are not pulled. Then our next Harpy, the blue one, I believe. Yes. Can they get to be adjacent to Thistle within 60 feet, or does that? Yes, of course they can. Alrighty, Thistle. So you see Morrow bracing on the deck, You see her digging her heeled boots into on the deck of the ship, and then you two see this beating of wings, this pulling. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Shoot. Okay. That's 26.
Okay. So with a 26, you are also able to hold strong against this harpy pulling against you. So meanwhile, on the other side of the deck, the red harpy is going to... Let's see. I'm sorry, Wick. You look like the easier target of the two. And you missed. So it's like, I'm not that worried about you. So they're actually going to, seeing their siblings over there failing to pull you guys off the boat, they're actually going to move into melee with you here. So was that all 60 feet? Let's say it was. Okay, so with the first action, they will move into range with you here, and they will go ahead and do a jaw strike, and that is going to be a 27 versus your AC, Wick.
Is my AC just from my sheet, or do I roll as well?
No, that's on your sheet. So AC is a DC, as we like to say, ACDC.
It's like the AC you have on your D&D sheet.
Exactly.
I've got a 23.
Perfect. Okay, so that was a
27.
What did I just say? 27? Yes. Okay, so I am able to make contact. This harpy is able to sink their jaws into you, and that is going to be 11 piercing damage from these teeth. And then you feel there is something in the spittle of this harpy. Go ahead and give me a saving throw, please.
Hey.
Not the spittle.
Saving throw. Where do I add anything to that?
That's your fortitude. I apologize.
Okay.
Give me a fortitude save.
So I have a 15 plus a 1 because Log is my buddy, and he gave me a +1 to my saving throws, correct?
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Got it. Alrighty. So, feeling emboldened with a successful jaw attack, before it lets you go, it is going to swipe at you with one of its talons. And that is going to be an 18, which will not do it. All right. So as these harpies descend upon you, the stench that emanates from these creatures is could affect you. So go ahead and everybody now, give me a fortitude save.
Would my star knife should have triggered the moment it got within 20 feet of me, correct?
Correct. Yes, we'll resolve that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah, no worries.
Fortitude.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
27.
All right.
Also a 27.
27. Perfect.
Yeah, 16 and 11. Yeah.
27 club.
15.
15. Okay, lovely. So, you all look over at Wick, and I don't know if it's because the jaws are just so close, and they're just so close to you.
It's all up in your nose, brother.
Yes. It overwhelms you, and you are sickened 1. So when you are sickened, this is a condition. Conditions are a huge part of Pathfinder. So you take a status penalty equal to this value on all your checks and all your DCs. So essentially, this sickened condition is counteracting the heroism
No.
that you're getting.
Hey,
Even
0 is better than
Stevens.
-1.
It's so true. It's so true. All right. And with that, the star knife goes flying. And go ahead and give me an attack roll.
It is a 28.
A 28 will hit. Absolutely. Give me some damage.
Okay, and that will be 5 damage because I do not have my empowerment running right now.
Got it.
And the star knife zips right back into my hand as it is a returning star knife.
Lovely. Okay. So with that, the Harpies have made their first play. And we are now back to the top of the round. So Wick, you are being thoroughly accosted by this wretched thing.
My goodness. Okay. I think can I use dirty trick if like without being sneaky or hidden? I think I can.
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Okay, Wick's going to play a dirty trick on this harpy that's right in front of him.
Love it. All right. Give me a thievery check. You do not get the +1 bonus from your thieves tools for this.
Okay. I have a
But
23.
you do get the +1 bonus from your charlatan gloves. So yes. So you have a thievery of +15, right? So so you rolled an 8 on the dice?
Yes.
Got it. All right, perfect. Okay, so that is going to be against the reflex DC of this harpy. So that is going to succeed. So yeah, so you can play a dirty trick on this harpy, probably plucking a feather, I would say. To ruffle them, which makes them clumsy 1. So again, conditions are a huge part of this game. So when a creature is clumsy, they have a status penalty equal to dex-based dexterity rolls and DC, including AC, reflex saves, range attack rolls, and skill checks. So basically, you've thrown them off. So they are. It is not enough to put them off guard, but it is enough to make them a little bit easier to hit.
For my next action, I have a rogue action called Quick Draw, which will allow me to draw a weapon and attack with it in the same motion instead of having to use one action to switch out my weapons.
Fabulous. Yes.
So I'm going to quick
drop. Yeah, drop your sling staff and pull out a card, and you can absolutely just jam it into this bird. So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, so it's going to be because of dirty trick is technically an attack. We're going to roll this at max. So this is going to be a plus 11 to hit.
Okay. So I add my thievery to what I just rolled now for my dagger, right?
No,
so
when you're hitting with your dirty trick has the attack trait. Anytime you do something with the attack trait, it counts towards your coterie of attacks, right? So your first attack, you roll it at full. If you do a second attack in a turn, that's rolled at max. So because a dagger is considered to be an agile weapon, you only take a 4 off instead of 5 off. So this will be attack roll, so it'll be a d20 plus 11.
D20 plus 11. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I have a 23.
Perfect. And that is enough. So you drive one of your magically infused cards into this creature, and you can roll me damage, which is going to be 2d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. I have 8.
Lovely. Alrighty. Great. So that was 2 actions. So your third, you may do any number of things. You can try to get out of this thing's melee range. You can try to feint it, put it off guard. What do you think?
Remind me just for my own brain, do attacks of opportunity exist in this game like they do in D&D?
They do, but very few creatures actually have them. So a lot of the times you can roll the dice and just run away and see if the creature takes a swipe at you or not, because it is most likely that they won't. But they could.
I think I'm going to move.
Okay.
Just wondering where. I kind of want to move into a position that is going to trick the harpy into kind of getting sort of flanked between
Well, if you
myself.
I'm up next, and if you don't move, I will flank.
Okay. What was the other option there? To feint him, or
So that uses your deception. So you pretend that you're gonna hit.
okay.
So usually we do this earlier in the turn because the target would be off guard against your melee attacks that you attempt until the end of your current turn. So that's a very common, when you get up into melee as a rogue, you would feint with your first action and then attack with your second to get that creature off guard, because remember, when a creature is off guard to you, you get to add your sneak attack dice and you get to start doing some real damage. But if you do it now at the end of the turn and you get a critical success, then it would be off guard to you until the end of your next turn. So it's definitely not guaranteed, but it's not a complete waste. But you would have to critically succeed in order for it to count on your next turn. Now, what you could potentially do, I told you guys, I'm not above retconning a round or two. Since this thing has gotten up into melee with you, if you would like to restart your turn to drop your sling with a free action, to feint with your first action, to quick draw and stab with your second, and then you still have a third action to potentially do something else.
In the spirit of not rewinding, we'll just see if we get a critical success here.
I love it. Go ahead.
So I rolled a 13, and my
Okay.
deception is... I added to my deception, correct?
Exactly.
So I think that's 22.
Okay.
Yes, I have a 22.
Gotcha. All right. So a 22 is a success, but not a critical success.
Okay.
So for your own knowledge as a player, now you know at least what you need to get next time to feint them, right? Wonderful. All right. And in the spirit of not rolling back either, let me give you a hero point, because we're learning how to play this character. And go ahead and give me another, because you are sickened from this stench. So go ahead and do a fortitude save. Let's see if you can overcome this.
I have a 15.
Okay.
What am I adding that to?
That was a 15 on the dice?
On the dice.
Okay. Great. So you just add your fortitude to that.
Okay, that is 7. I can't math.
So that's 22. Okay, so with a 22, Wick, you are able to shake off the sickened condition and plug your nose against this. So you are no longer sickened by this creature.
Nice.
So you can take that negative off, and now you're gaining all the benefits of heroism once again.
Lovely.
All right, Caesar, so you have thrown your star knife, and it has returned to your hand.
Yeah.
What would you like to do now?
I am going to exploit weakness first
Okay.
and foremost. So we will attempt that real quick. Opening it up so I don't forget how to do it. There, exploit vulnerability. That is going to be... That is plus my esoteric lore, so 28.
Okay. So a 28 is going to be a critical success
Thick.
against this creature.
Okay. Wonderful.
So what would you like to know?
Is it okay if the question I ask is a little bit meta beyond, like, this is the player asking the question, correct? Not the character?
Yeah.
Is there a, like, am I able to ask something along the lines of, like, should I be worried about a Harpy's voice?
Great question. Yes and no. So the Harpies have a ability called the Wind's Whisper. They can speak to anybody within 90 feet, but there is no inherent magic beyond that.
Not like a siren song type deal that...
Correct.
Okay. That just helps me know how they portray Harpies in this IP. Wonderful. And then as far as... And I should get to know their weaknesses as well, correct?
Yes. So, as I did mention, they are beasts. They have no inherent weaknesses or
Right.
immunities.
Cool. Then I will be creating a personal antithesis. I think Cinza grabs what looks like a small, what is it? It's a bolus, I think. It's the like a chain with two ball, like, yeah.
Yes, to
a rope with two balls.
ensnare something.
Yep, and she whips it, specifically aiming for the Harpy's right wing. It's not heavy enough to do damage, but it does put her slightly off balance as she's trying to fly. And then I will move behind to flank, face the thing so it looks cool. Okay, that's fine. And then I will attack with the star knife for my third action. Thank you.
Lovely. So this creature is now off guard. So, Wick,
Yes.
as long as it stays in the position that it's in, the next time you attack this thing, you will be able to add your sneak attack on a successful hit.
And worth mentioning that the implement I am actually using is my amulet. That is relevant, as opposed to my mirror.
Okay.
That is only going to be math a 22.
All right, a 22
8 plus
will,
14.
Yeah, a 22 will successfully hit. So
Okay, cool.
you use your star knife as a melee weapon this time. It's essentially 4 daggers on a on a wheel. So you're able to stab this beastie just like you would with a dagger.
Cool. Yeah, she comes up, and that's only going to be 4 damage, 3 plus 1. But, 3 plus 1 plus 2, so because now I am empowered, so 6 damage altogether. Yeah, she'll come up behind and call out to Wick. Don't worry, I've got you.
Great.
And that is my turn.
Wonderful. All right, Moro. This harpy has attempted to pull you down into the depths with the aboleths and the actually they're not called aboleths anymore. But yeah, all these creatures of the deep. How would you like to respond to this?
Spooky boys.
I see that I have 2 harpies next to each other.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Breathe Fire.
Ooh, Breathe Fire. So Breathe Fire is it is in your 3rd level spell slot, so it is heightened from 1st rank. You can spew fire from your mouth in a 15-foot cone. If the Harpy fails its save, you would deal 6d6 fire damage to it. If they succeed their reflex save, you would still roll that 6d6 damage, and they would take half. If they critically succeed, they would take none. And then if they critically fail, they would take 6d6 doubled. Would you like to cast Breathe Fire?
I would like to see if I can get both of them motherfuckers. If I have to take a little bit of movement, I can do that.
Yeah, you have the space. So yeah, I would say you need to move forward a little bit.
Just an ickle bit.
Just a little bit.
An ickle bit.
All right.
Mm.
Oh, save whatever you rolled, because remember, this is a save.
Oh.
I know that sound. I know that sound well. Okay, so let's see what we get here. All right, well, I regret to inform you I rolled tremendously.
Oh no.
Dang it! I know.
I'm gonna use that the next time I roll well against my players. I regret to inform you, I've rolled tremendously.
Yeah, I rolled.
Yes.
So that's gonna be a 28 for the green one, and that's gonna be a 31 for the blue one.
How dare they?
Do I get to deal any damage?
Of course. That's the wonderful thing about Pathfinder. So you're
I've got so many dice, and I'd like to roll them, please.
I know. So well, the good news is your
Please,
DC
Marm.
is a 22. So neither one of them, even the one that did great, did not critically succeed. So you're going to roll 6d6. You're going to count all that up, and I'm going to divide that in 2, and that's how much damage they'll take.
That's actually like an insane amount.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How are we looking?
3 for 6, 10, 14, 16.
All right, so they'll each take 8 damage. All right, pretty good. All right, and that will be your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So now we move on to Thistle.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm thinking telekinetic projectile time.
We love telekinetic projectile. So this will be an attack. You can throw basically anything that's loose on the ship, so you can just whip one of these ropes right at 'em.
That's the plan, is to try to like bring one of these gals down a little bit.
Let's go.
I roll. Okay, 19 plus what? 12. That's 31.
Ooh, all right. So a 31 is what we like to call in the biz a critical hit.
Let's go.
So you're going to roll your
You love a
telekinetic
crit.
projectile damage, and then you are going to double it. So telekinetic projectile is 4d6.
I'm rolling them on this here computer device.
Let's
So that's
go.
12 times 2, 24.
24 damage. Yeah. If I may. Actually, let's do it against Greenie, because Greenie's been hit the most so far. So with
Fine by me.
24, Greenie gets absolutely slam-bowed by that rope and plops into the ocean below.
That's what I thought. And then I'm gonna shield.
Perfect. Go find Wick's rock.
And then
Incredible.
shield.
Sounds good. Now your our friend Log is independent, I believe. Oh no, he's not.
Well, okay.
No, he's not. He doesn't
There's
have
a
the...
couple of things that he can do, right?
So not without you commanding him. So he does not have the independent trait. So without that action economy, there's not much he can do.
Kind of licks his own
okay.
eyeball.
Yeah, exactly. I did my thing. Mom said boop snoot, I boop snoot. I'm done.
He's perfect.
Takes one action to be a very good boy.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to heighten good boy into great boy, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Perfect.
How many
Okay.
levels up is best boy?
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting
It's
there.
it's an epic boon.
He
I
Alright.
don't know if epic
he
boons
has
are in
like really
Pathfinder.
solid scores too. Like, not gonna lie, he's kind of stacked. Perfect boy. 10 out of 10.
Never did anything wrong.
Yeah.
He can also
Look at that
fly.
face.
I don't know if that scares anybody else that the alligator can fly, but
I think
He
more
had
of
it
them
fly.
should
It's
fly.
fine. All right. So this, yeah, you guys both kind of did the ouchies. We're not too thrilled about that. But Thistle, you are less armored than your friend. So this harpy is going to use its first action to fly down into your face. Caw! And with its next action is going to bite at you. Yum, 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 yum.
can I use shield block?
Well, let's take a look. So, that is going to be a 21 to hit you. So your
I have a 21 with shield.
correct. So meets it, beats it. So I would be hitting you, but with the shield spell, you can use reaction to reduce damage from any spell or magical effect. So you can use shield block as a reaction. Yes, absolutely. But the spell ends and you can't cast it again for 10 minutes.
Shit. I'm just gonna hold it then.
Okay. Sounds good.
I could take the one hit. It's fine.
No problem. No problem. All right. So
I get absolutely
13
murked.
points of piercing damage into your supple elven flesh.
Ooh.
And go ahead and give me a fortitude save as the slavering jaws pierce your skin into your bloodstream.
Run away, D20. Hold on.
No!
Faces really are just something.
Aggressive.
That's a word.
It's 26.
26. Okay. Yeah, so you feel that there's something in this saliva, but you are able to resist it for the time being. And then no sooner do you feel that sense of triumph, but a taloned foot comes running at your chest. But with a 16, that is not going to do it. Meanwhile, we have a red harpy over here. So they are going to fly up 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they are going to try to pull Cinza up into the sky. So, Cinza,
Fortitude,
go ahead.
correct?
Yes, exactly.
13 plus 11, 24.
Okay, a 24 is enough. So yeah, if they had successfully pulled you up into the sky, you would have immediately fallen back down.
That's what I think. Yep.
Is not our favorite. Okay, so we are back to the top of the round with Wick.
Let's be honest. Falling damage is the stupidest way to die.
Dumb ways to die.
Yeah, in a land of magic, it's truly
Just
goofy.
get pushed out a window. Defenestrated. Good job.
Am I sneaky at this point? Do I have my
Not
sneak?
quite, no. Because it has moved away. So you may
So
sneak
unfair.
sneak away to try to hide
If
from this
I-
thing and then attack from the shadows. That is
If I
absolutely
attack
a
from the
possibility.
shadows, I would have to pull a different weapon as well.
Potential. Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, it's
You would just suffer one range increment penalty from the cards, which is not too bad.
What
let's
does
go
it-
for it.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
So Wick
Let's.
runs behind the pillar with action 1. And then with action 2, we are going to
We're
hide.
gonna-
So that is going to
And we're going
a
to.
roll.
Oh, do I have to roll for sneak?
You sure do.
Darn it! Like, just do.
Oh, actually, I roll this for you.
Oh, you do.
Oh no.
I will say you do have a +2 circumstance bonus because you are hiding behind that lovely pillar there, that mast. Okay.
And does Log come with me?
Unfortunately,
Log
not.
will follow you into the dark.
Log would if Log could, but Log has not been told to. Okay. So, go ahead and throw your playing card, and we can throw it as a dart because the dart has the 20-foot range increment. So I believe we would only be with 1 penalty, right? Can we measure that just to double check? Yeah. So, so you'd be rolling this at a +13 to hit.
Okay, so. Where is my dart? Did really good.
right,
Okay,
and-
so I rolled
actually-
a. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say
I
I got a
just forgot to do this.
31, but I don't know what to subtract from it for the penalty.
So, so what did you get on the dice?
I got a 16.
Perfect. Okay. So, your normal to hit is a +15. We're
Mhm.
taking 2 off from the range increment, so that would be a +13, and then we're adding a +1 from your heroism. So, that's going to be a +14 to hit. And what'd you say you got on the dice?
16
I got a
for
16.
30. 30
So that's
total.
a 30. So that is a critical hit, and you succeeded your sneak roll. So, you're going to roll
Jeez,
me
Garrett.
2d4 and 2d6. You're going to add 2, and then you're going to double that entire total.
Okay.
Big number, go burr.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe next.
Because, you know, my favorite sound is
Okay.
just...
Sorry, what did I have to do after I have the D6, D4, and +2? Is that what we
Yeah,
said?
2d4, 2d6 plus 2. Total that
And
up,
then we're gonna
then double the
multiply that
whole
all
thing.
by 2.
And then double it?
And
Yes,
then
for
double
critical
it.
success. Yes,
Okay,
you
well, I
double
got
the
a
whole thing.
16, so I'm going to double it, and I am at 32.
And 2.
Wow. Yeah. So you throw
Feels good.
your card from behind the pillar, like even Caesar isn't sure where you went for a second in all of this confusion. Because remember, there's multiple battles going around right now on the deck of this ship, and then all of a sudden, this card right in the back of this bird's neck, and it just flumps like a carcass. Well, it is a carcass. On the deck of the ship,
Like
Just
that thing it is.
like a car, like a
Like a quackus.
this seagull looking ass. Bam.
Head ass.
Incredible. Head ass looking ass. All right, Cinza. We've got two have been taken out. We've got 1 left. It is threatening your beautiful witch. What would you like to do?
Yes. I have 25
Log
feet
needs a
of
mother.
movement. To keep reminding myself of movement. I can't quite get behind it to flank, I don't believe. But I can get beside it. And that is what I will do.
Did you get to
So
the other side of it and use me to flank?
Unfortunately, not. I've
No,
got to be able to draw a straight line between the enemy and the two allies.
Got you.
yeah. So movement, one action, second action to swap to my Felisa,
Mhm.
and then I will take my third action to attack.
Fantastic. So Cinza
And-
comes sprinting across the deck.
That is, I just clicked away like a silly Billy. A 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, cool. Whew. And that is 2d6 because we are using a different weapon.
Yes. And they're the same type of creature, so you can
Yes.
use the vulnerability as well.
Awesome. That's even better because I just rolled some nasty damage. That is 6 plus 5, 11 plus 1, 12 plus 4, 16.
Holy moly. Yeah, that's a great hit against this thing. It hated that.
Well, I hated it first.
Just mentally, I'm imagining that like that manga or anime shot where it's the running, but it's just like the face down.
Yes, yes. Like the super zoomed in,
Yeah.
foreshortening, like.
All right, Moro. So your newly mended relationship here with Cinza, hopefully not in jeopardy, but she has come rushing in to aid your companion here. What would you like to do?
May I, for flair, say that she
Yeah.
came sliding to a stop, putting herself like exactly in between Morrow and the harpy, with just like back to gives a quick look over her shoulder, a nod, and then attacks.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, just throwing your body in between the two. Perfect.
Whee.
So Moro, what would you like to do to try to finish this harpy off?
I'm gonna go back to my offensive bread and butter, which is Divine Lance.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Lovely. All right, give me an attack roll.
I'm sending a picture. It's a 19.
This
I
is the
got
night of
these-
19s.
I got these metal dice out of an advent calendar, and I am slowly becoming
Nice.
convinced that they might be rigged dice.
My advent calendar dice are so good too. I think you're right.
They're just weighted funny.
I'm just not
Hey.
gonna think about it too hard.
Yeah,
Let's
take
go.
it.
So
Who
that would
cares?
be
Yeah, but
so
we
a
might-
19 plus a 12 for your spell attack would be a critical success. So roll me
Nice.
4d4 and double it.
2, 3, 4. That is 2 plus 3 for 5, plus 1 for 6, plus 4 for 10, double it for 20.
Perfect. So
Double it
Cinza,
and
you
giving it-
feel the tingle of magic on the back of your neck as this lance of spiritual energy comes soaring over your head and pierces through, leaving a hole behind in the harpy as it collapses to the deck.
Incredible. Man, thematically, that feels like it was an unintentional like setup and then like teamwork that we didn't intend, and then we both look at each other and we're like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Like it's a wordless, like we look at each other for a second and it's like the pact has been sealed.
Yes.
I'm glad you two are having a moment. I think I just peed.
That's you couldn't have waterboarded that information out of me. Incredible.
That is incredibly specific, Nikki.
I'm gonna go get my alligator now.
Yeah. Log.
My emotional support boy.
Yeah, so the rest of the ship, they finish up their individual combats as well. and we are none the worse for it. There are a few zombies that have been plopped into the ocean, but then with the nature of zombies, a couple minutes later, and they're just walking their way back up the side of the ship, just climbing ropes back on, because
Very Pirates of the Caribbean.
literally they're
love it.
fine.
Wick, your guys are back. Your friends.
I'm
they're
so
back.
glad they're safe. Oh,
Yay!
terrific audience.
You still got the glow of heroism going on.
Literally, you can do so many good tricks. Running along the railing, jumping, swinging from the ropes.
He's got like a Job final countdown gimmick.
Yes.
Incredible.
And just like that, we were demonetized.
Hey,
I sang
made it
less
to
than 3
episode
seconds
4.
of it. It's fine.
In the nicest way possible, we'd have to be monetized first.
We're pre-demonetized.
Working on it. Great. So, as you travel further, a couple hours later, you guys come across a sunken ship. It is Chilaxian in origin, and you guys see this is where the Harpies have been. Chilaxian, yes.
They're
I know. It's
chillaxing.
believe me, they're I wish they were as chill as their name implies. Cheliax is a very large nation, and they're a theocracy of sorts, a monarchy theocracy. The entire nation and all its inhabitants are sworn to Asmodeus, the Prince of Hell.
That's a choice.
Yeah, they kind of. I mean, there are some people that are, they're trying to resist that, but we're talking about a
I'm
populace
sure.
that, yeah, they're propagandists. They have a very brutal form of justice. They think themselves to be very righteous. But whatever, a lot of plunder has been taken off this ship, whoever ended up sinking it, but because we have zombies to do some extra plundering of their
That's
own.
my boys. My boys.
They're able to, yes, they're able to recover a bunch of stuff, and Captain Kai, after everything has been assessed, they're going to give you 100 GP each as your cut.
Oh yeah,
and you don't have to worry about like haggling and selling all this stuff. They'll take care of it.
Speaking of
$100.
the gold, do we the 140 that was in our accounts, is that something we need to wait until we make landfall to grab, or
the 140 would be. The 100 they can
Sure.
just take it out of their stores here.
good deal? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't adding too much gold to
Oh,
my.
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm
I've got
greedy,
a-
but
The
not
way-
that greedy.
The way
Very
the Bank of
small.
Abadar works, it's very similar to like the Knights Templar style of banking, because they have magic and they can converse with one another all over the world. Banking in this world is very similar to banking in our modern world, where there is a standardized record. You have an account. Whenever you show up to a bank, provided it's large enough, depending on how much money you're taking out, you have access to all of your funds without too much issue.
Great.
I do, like that. Obviously, like banking in our world is a thing that I do and have done as a normal human person being. But my brain
that
went to. It's exactly what a normal human person being would say.
Yeah, it's it's giving
But-
suspicious, but I'm just gonna choose to ignore it.
Sure, Nikki,
But
whatever you need.
Yeah, but for some reason my brain went to the banks in RuneScape. That's what I imagined. Like blast from the past, from like being 11 years old and doing my banking at the bank in RuneScape with all my items.
My brain is going
yeah.
to that one banker in Majora's Mask, where somehow even when you dial the time back, he has your future gold already.
He's got your money.
His,
We
I
don't
want
ask
to know who
questions.
his accountant
How
is,
do you
honestly.
do it? Alrighty. So the rest of the trip is rather uneventful. You guys get to know Odessa a little better. She is from Iobaria, which Kai had mentioned. Iobaria is a largely wasteland. There are many human settlements trying to eke it out. There are other creatures that lurk in the forests, like adlets, which are wolf people, centaurs, and cyclops. Odessa is middle-aged human, from what you can glean from her speaking. She came to Marab trying to search out information about plagues, because there were a lot of plagues that went through in history past, and she ended up being endeared to the local migrant community that live in Ruins Rest, which is this half-flooded collection of old ruins. And that's how she met Amarnis. And there was an outbreak of tuberculosis, and some adventurers who Odessa had befriended were able to connect her with Captain Kai, who wanted to help. The undead only breathe when they need to speak. So it's very easy for them to go into plague-infested areas or areas where there's a lot of disease, because they can just choose not to talk and they don't become carriers. So with Odessa's help, she was able to create anti-plague, and Kai was able to distribute it while the area was under quarantine. So it was a bit risky, but ultimately paid off.
Wow.
When we make landfall, we say goodbye to Captain Kai and her crew. They wish you all the luck, and will stay in touch as much as they can. You stay with the Export Guild of Geb. Geb is an undead nation, as Captain Kai was saying. There are living people who live there, but most of them are either indentured servants of the undead, or they live their lives as doped up cattle. Because so much of the nation is made up of mindless undead, Geb is where a great deal of plantation farming is done. So a lot of the and it's a warm place. It's near the equator. It's very lush. So some of the best fruits and vegetables in this world come from Geb, and they have been in existence for so long that they have endless resources poured into being able to deliver food at its peak freshness, no matter how many months it takes to get to you. So you are passed on to another group of ghouls who are equally friendly and helpful to you. And you are able to make your journey up the river, across Lake and Carthen. You stop in Caliphas for a day, but not really long enough to do much else. So Cinza, there isn't really, you can stop by your house if you want to for the day, but there isn't really too much to do. And then you continue upriver to Artis, where you make another delivery, and then you'll continue down the Glitter Grave. So you're a couple days out now from the main city in Vesperholt, which is called Pale Gleam. And you've made camp with Odessa and Amarnis, and these ghouls who you've befriended, and these zombies who you have come to have an interesting understanding with. Odessa, for her part, she believes that zombies are truly like any other animal. If they're well trained and well fed, they pose no danger. And she tells you there's an honesty to the creatures that she finds reassuring. And just before you all decide to turn in for the night, Thistle, I think you feel it first. There's something on the wind, something of great power, something of great majesty. And as you look into the sky, your whole field of vision, and every party member sees this too, in the sky, appearing, is a great mass of eyes, open eyes, staring at you, burning so bright, so alive, so observant. And between the eyes is mirrored webbing. You see yourselves gawping at this display, so small, so terrified, so unable to grasp what you are seeing. And the wings flap. And what comes into view is a great worm dragon, blue and gold, inscrutable, large and old and unknowable. And he looks down at all of you and says, I am Gervelin. I am come, as has been foretold. And that is where we'll end the session for today.